Hello, I am working on my book. This is Amy from Amy Can't Designs and also lulabellshop.com. So today I'm working on one of my books, and while I'm working on it, I just thought I would chat a little bit with you. So one of the things I get asked a lot is, how did you go from being an artist to creating a business? So I just wanted to give you 5 of my tips on someone who wants to go from being an artist to a business. So tip number 1 is set your vision. Take some time to really sit down and just kind of really look at it from a distance and see how you see it happening. How is it that you want your art business to be? What inspired you? Like, did you go to an art show and you thought, oh, this is cool, I want to do the art? Or are you a musician and you really want to be, let's say you want to be a drummer, so you just really want to be a drummer. And how do you go from wanting it, especially in the art and creative field, and getting it? So I'm talking based off of my experience. I've created a company 15 years ago called Lula Bell Art and Designs. We sell wholesale, retail, and also we have a retail store in Oakwood, Ohio. And now I am, as an artist, not only illustrating for all of that, but I'm also illustrating children's books. So that's why I get asked a lot of how did I do this. So number 1 is visualize it. I saw it in my head. I kind of knew what I wanted, but I spent a lot of time before I even started just writing in a journal, writing about what I saw it to be. I really saw it. Like, I really spent some time visualizing it, and I had a vision. I could see it. I wrote it down, and I spent time with my vision in my journal book, kind of writing out like what it looked like. How was it being run? Who was helping me? I actually wrote it out as if it was happening. I think that was one of the biggest things that really helped me. So visualize a plan and journal it, write it down, get it on paper, get it somewhere, and look at it and write it as if it's already happening. Once you see what you want, then start writing it out as if it's already happening and you're like 5 years in. I remember writing out, I had somebody that helped me with things I didn't like to do and all that stuff. And I have it. So it's crazy to have something you visualize and it come true. Number 2, commit. When you start going from dreaming about having a creative business and then actually doing it, you're going to run across so many people that really question you and say, are you sure? How are you going to do that? Because having a creative business is really outside the box for a lot of the traditional business world. So as you go to talk with people, or even family and friends, and you say, oh, I'm going to do this, they'll start questioning you a lot. So you really have to kind of commit to the idea of what you see yourself doing and commit to, this is what I want. So again, that visualizing and writing it down and then committing to it, knowing that it'll ebb and flow, but the commitment is kind of a practice so that as you get asked and questioned, you don't start self-doubting yourself every step of the way, which happens a lot to creative brains. They get going and then the world starts saying, hey, are you sure you can do that? And because it's coming from your heart and soul, you start to question whether that even makes sense. So visualize and commit to your plan and practice your commitment by every time somebody questions you, you have a good answer, and keep doing that to commit to the plan because you will get challenged. At least I did. Number 3, join an entrepreneur group or join almost dipped my paintbrush in my coffee. I do that all the time. Connect up with the Small Business Association. There's free services for you. There are the SCORE office, which is Small Business Development, and through a lot of the universities, they have small business development programs. Most of the services are free. I highly recommend it. They have students in college and also professionals that are there to support and help someone who is starting a business. I used it. I still use it every once in a while. Check back with it. I get actually got one person that didn't see my vision and really tried to talk me out of it, which I understand, I respect, because it was a little crazy. But I also moved on and found people that saw my vision and understood that I really was committed to it. And those are the people that I ended up working with, and they really helped me move forward in such a way. So, number 1, commit, or vision, set a vision. 2, commit. 3, find a group. I personally did not seek an artist group. I always joke, you don't want a bunch of artists in a room or you'll never get anything done, but you'll have tons of ideas. So for me, I personally went for the piece that I knew was a missing link for me when I joined a group or found the office to help me, the business office. I was looking for something I didn't have, and I did not have a business background. So that's what I was seeking. Number 4, set up a business card. I know this sounds so simple, but it's so important. It shows that you're serious. It shows your commitment, and it lets the world, when you're in places and everybody's like, oh, what do you do? Oh, what do you do? And they start asking questions. You have a card. Sometimes as an artist or creative brain, you get just questioned a lot, and you even not sure how to answer. So having a business card just solidifies and commits to the vision that you have. And that can be done easily. You can do it on your own printer. You can do it through Vistaprint. You can find through your Small Business Development Center, they can help you. If you don't have a business card, there is no excuse. Get a business card. On the business card, important, and I was told this years ago, and I believe it, and I tell people, when you do a business card, you should have at least 3 forms of contact on there. You should have a phone number, an email, a website, and a mailing address. Not everybody communicates the same way. If that business card gets passed forward and all there is a phone number and I try to call you and you don't answer, you might miss something. An email is great, but also a mailing, an actual mailing, it just shows that you're for real and not just somebody kind of doing it as a hobby. Remember, we're going from hobby to business, so get an address. For the address, my recommendation, I did it. I was so glad I did it, and I think it's important to share, is I actually went and got a P.O. box. I got a P.O. box at the local post office. You can get it post office. You can get it at your, I guess, UPS stores and different stores like that have post office boxes. A post office box for me was important. I moved several times from the beginning of my business, but my post office box stayed the same, and that consistency was very helpful for doing my business. I didn't have to keep reprinting things. I didn't have to wonder if I was missing something for the business because I had moved and things didn't forward. So a P.O. box is good for that. It's also very good for safety. at the time when I started, I had two small children, and I didn't want people to know my address. And as if you're a single female, you don't want people knowing your address, just safety wise. So having the P.O. box also gives you the security of having your mail going somewhere and your business mail going somewhere without somebody driving by and checking out your house or knowing where you live. That was a safety issue, and I'm so glad I did it. It turned into being a great thing. Now, presently, I actually have a brick and mortar, so my address is my store. But for the longest time, my address was a P.O. box, and I just think that's my recommendation. So 1 was set a vision, 2 commit, 3 join a group, 4 get business cards, and with that includes 3 forms of communication avenues, and do consider getting a P.O. box for safety and for consistency. Finally, number 5 is just do it. If you've wanted to do it, even if you're working a full-time job, you start your plan and get it going, and you can do this. So, number 5, just do it. That's all. Simple. You can do this. Just do it and get it going. All right, that is for today. My short little top 5 tips to start your art business or any creative business when you're going from being a creative hobby to an actual business. Those are my top tips. There are more tips. There's a whole bunch of them. So check back with me, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys. And keep following, and you'll see this book unfolding. So this book will be a cute story written by John Lee about some little kids' experience making Christmas cookies with Grandma. So I can't wait to share the book with you. These are some of the pages, totally undone, but wait till you see it. It's going to be really fun. And follow me so you can watch me do this book. Thanks. Talk to you later. Check out lulabellshop.com and see if you see anything looks familiar on there from the drawings I've done over the years. Have a great day.